We're ready to go racing here for 50 laps at St. Petersburg. It's going to be a fun day of action. Thank you to Charles Bowen and Eddie Kalegi for joining me alongside in the broadcast booth. Alexander Rossi on pole is going to lead the field to green here at St. Petersburg. Here we go for 50 laps of racing action. We're green!
So Rossi's there, Almirola, and what about the 47 of Ryan Preece up to third place now?
Yeah, Ryan Preece has been having a much better day than I think a lot of people expected. He honestly disappointed me a little bit when he went to cut because I had really high expectations for him after he had that really good Xfinity career. He just really wasn't able to deliver, but he's certainly delivering here under attack from Kyle Busch as they come into the tight left-hander.
Now Kyle Busch is a lap down. He had some problems. The top five is Rossi, Almirola, Preece, Keselowski, and Ty
Well, just
Dillon.
as you say that, Kyle Busch is going on the outside. What a move! I messed up the camera just a little bit there, so we'll take another look at it. But what a move by Kyle Busch. Just went right around the outside.
Remember, no cautions in this race.
I did not realize that Kyle Busch was a lap down, as we have a smoker there in the final corner. You can see that coming off the corner. I can't tell who that is from back here. David Reagan. Oh, heavy damage to David Reagan.
Can you see the 19 is behind him?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Reagan he was coming out of that corner wide. He just smacked the tire barrier. Back through the field here as we have a battle between teammates, Austin Cindric and Ricky Stenhouse. They're actually in the lead of this race.
So Austin Cindric pitting early might have been a problem for him, and as he taps the wall a little, but paying off at the moment, he has cycled out in front of Rossi and Almirola.
Because he pitted about like 10 laps earlier than the leaders did, so you can see the tire difference between him and Rossi. But that might actually mix up the field a little bit, give Stenhouse a bit of a better chance, because he's going to hold up Rossi quite a bit here. And actually, there's Joey Logano underneath Rossi.
Look at the inside of Rossi there.
This is going to be a three-car battle here. Actually, Logano got held up a little bit.
Rossi slipped around Austin Cindric. Now let's see, heavy braking zone coming up. Can Logano get around the 60?
Coming up from under the trees. It doesn't look like Logano went for the dive bomb there. Maybe that could have actually been a really good move on for Logano. And actually, as we're saying this, I think we are having some difficulties with Charles Bowen, our other broadcaster. I think that's something on his end. I'm just going to quickly check in on him, make sure everything's all right going on over there.
And while you're doing that, I'll just keep going through here. So you see that stingy 10 car of Eric Almirola. Every time you think he's going to start fading out of the picture here at St. Petersburg, he keeps closing in, and now he's looking trying to get by Joey Logano. There's a little contact made between the 10 and the 22, as it looks like Almirola's going to get up to fourth place here.
Like I said at the top of the show, this is his home race, so he definitely has a bit of motivation here to really go for a good position. As you can see, Austin Cindric peeling off to the right. I think he's going to come down pit road this time by. Oh no! Ryan Preece is having a great day. He is now on pit road with heavy front-end damage. That's Jimmy Johnson, I think, also on pit road. Johnson's really the only purple car in this race. Oh man, Ryan Preece just nosed it into the wall.
Ryan Preece's day is done. He had been running up in the top 5. We're going to watch a replay of this. Right behind Kyle Busch. It's a little wide in that corner.
Oh, they just make contact going into the corner.
And he's going to go pound it. Kyle Busch, very fortunate to miss that for the most part. Made a little contact with the wall, but obviously nothing compared to Ryan Preece.
Yeah. Keselowski and Kyle Busch. Yeah, this is for position. So Brad Keselowski trying to get up the inside of Kyle Busch here. As we know, Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch aren't exactly best friends. They're going to go side by side through here. They make it work. Here we come to the heavy left-hander. This has been a trouble spot for AI all day while they're trying to make overtakes. And Brad Keselowski, I think he's just going to go around the outside at the kink.
Yeah, I think Kyle Busch has some damage after that contact with the 47.
But if we look at recent lap times, we can compare them out of the top 3. Logano's recent lap was a 113.6, Almirola's was a 114, and Rossi's was a 112.6. So very spread out lap times, but Joey Logano is probably second fastest out of this group.
And something else I wanted to mention, there are some smaller teams that are doing very well today. We've seen some guys get some damage. You look, 7th place Landon Castle, Bubba Wallace 8th, Michael McGallow's 9th. I mean, it's a lot of small teams that are really getting their names known, and if more cars have trouble, maybe they'll have a chance to win.
Yeah. Ty Dillon might actually...
Ty Dillon catching Kyle Busch right now.
Watch out for this one.
Busch has some damage, doesn't want to have the free situation. That was close.
Dylan goes just right around the outside of Kyle Busch. Nice move by the 13 there. So they don't really have anything to lose. I think that while a lot of these drivers are trying to conserve coming to like the middle stage of this race, I think the drivers that aren't trying to conserve are kind of taking advantage of that. Like, okay, well, you know, you're going to go nice and easy. I'm going to go and try and overtake you.
And talking about going nice and easy, Eric Almirola has really started to fade back a little bit, and Alexander Rossi has opened up a pretty sizable gap from the lead.
I think Almirola has a very solid top 5 car. I think Rossi has a winning car. But as we've seen, these trouble spots can catch drivers out really at any point in the race. We're just now approaching the halfway marker, so anything can happen from now to the end, especially on old tires as we get around this point in the run.
I'd argue at this point, you mentioned about race-winning cars versus top 5 cars. I think Rossi and Logano are the two with the race-winning capable cars right now. And then, like, top 5 cars, you got Almirola, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, maybe Ty Dillon.
Yeah. Joey Logano sends it up the inside of Kevin Harvick. That's a move we like to see. Logano is clear of Harvick now. He's definitely got the fresher tires.
So Logano might have already taken 3 stops here, which is why he's so far back. Because he pitted at lap 19, and he cycled out in 10th place. And now here, lap 23, coming to 24, he's back in 19th. So I don't really know exactly what Logano's strategy was, but we do know he has a good car. And if people keep having issues and hit the wall and stuff,
speaking of which, Ryan Blaney in the wall right there.
Perfect timing. So Logano could make his way through the field.
It'll be interesting to see if Rossi has any issues on pit lane. I mean, we know that he is from the IndyCar series, and this might be trouble. He's actually stuck behind Clint Bowyer here. Oh no, Rossi! He barely makes it in, but that's not going to help his time very much.
Yeah, that's going to hold him up. Let's see now. Almirola did not have any hindrances coming onto pit road. Will he be able to make up some time here?
Well, if I may offer a conspiracy theory, Bowyer and Almirola are teammates, so yeah, I don't know about that one.
Michael Waltrip Racing, St. Petersburg edition.
Honestly, my prediction at this point is that as we reach halfway, Rossi is going to have something go horribly wrong. Unfortunately for Rossi, we know that that's very prone to happen here at St. Petersburg.
We got a lot of lap traffic up here, so this could get interesting with Alexander Rossi and with Logano, because they are both a lot faster than some of these cars up here. Stenhouse, Cindric, and Daniel Hemrick all right ahead.
To give you
someone else that we haven't talked about at all today, who's running in 6th place, is that 3-car of Austin Dillon, who's currently ahead of Almirola, Keselowski, Ty Dillon, cars that were in the top 5, and Logano hits the wall.
Oh no! Disastrous for Joey Logano. He was going for a move on Stenhouse, and he just got in the wall. I would watch out for Rossi here, because he's going to be in a very compromised position as they go into the tight left-hander. If he might get it into the wall if he's not careful. Oh, there he goes!
He did!
Rossi's out!
Rossi hits the wall!
Rossi is out of the race!
Big incident!
Alexander Rossi, he is stopped on the racetrack. He is in pit lane!
Favorite, both with significant damage back-to-back laps. Logano's still going, and Rossi's gone for the race. And again, Stenhouse is the culprit.
Almirola at this point now is the favorite to win this race. So we were talking about him earlier, how he was just playing it safe and consistent, and Eric Almirola is now probably going to win this race.
Yeah, and Logano too, just like with Kyle Busch. When Busch pitted, he lost a lot of ground, so let's see what happens, how long Logano is in the pits here. Even though he's still got a fast car, he might fall way behind Almirola.
This is an unscheduled pit stop for Joey Logano, just 8 laps after the scheduled one. Joey Logano is going to be on pit road to get repairs, and because there aren't any cautions, he's going to have to really fight his way back up to get this race win.
Junior.
I
believe Cindric pitted.
Your race leader is Cindric is Ricky Stenhouse, with Brad Keselowski actually gaining behind. And watch out for this, bit of a gaggle of cars here. Hemrick, Dillon, and Wallace all going into one corner. So now the field's really bunched up. Brad Keselowski in second, gaining on your leader, Eric Almirola. Jimmy Johnson holding up Keselowski. This race has completely changed hands. We thought it was going to be a Rossi runaway victory. Instead, it's now down to Keselowski and Almirola.
Here we go.
Oh, not again.
The heartburn turn.
No, don't do it, Brad. Makes it through.
Just squeezes through. But
things have once again quieted down. Oh, wait, well, maybe not. We were talking about Austin
Dillon.
We were actually talking about him earlier.
Yeah, he had gotten up into the top 10.
Oh!
Like, whoa!
Multi-car incident here.
Matt DiBenedetto. We haven't really seen a big multi-car incident yet, but
Matt DiBenedetto and Austin Dillon collected in this one. Oh, they just made contact, and Dillon hooks DiBenedetto into the wall. Oh, that's a heavy big impact. DiBenedetto was slowing down too quickly, and I don't think Austin Dillon really saw him there.
And I mean, bang! That's a huge hit for both of those cars.
But watch out behind. Two Joe Gibbs teammates into one corner. Watch out, Kyle. He's in the wall.
Just a tap. Just a
Kyle
tap.
Busch, second time in the wall that we've seen earlier with Priest. And it's almost the same situation, except Eric Jones didn't get demolished like the 47 did earlier in the race.
Yep, Kyle. Back to the front, Eric Almirola, he's been perfect all day, kept it off the wall, and that car is looking clean as ever. Coming to the front straightaway this time by, in the first ever NASCAR Grand Prix at St. Petersburg, Eric Almirola is going to take the victory in front of his home fans.
What a win for Eric Almirola, and some good battles behind him coming to the line.